Oh, that sounded like an answer.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard Podcast. Now the BTB show. My name is Omar. Next to me are my beautiful co-host Max, Earl. Jay will be with us shortly. And today, we're going to get into the over and under on the wins for every NBA team, all 30 over and under on wins this year. So to get this podcast kind of steamrolled, Max is going to kind of take it off from here and kind of just move us along a little quicker than we need to, of course. But to start, Max, why don't you start us off on your over and under for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes, I've got the whole list of overs, unders here. I'm not quite sure where they're from, but they are over under numbers, and we're going to be picking over and under. So the first team we're going to be doing, this will be a collective decision, by the way. So if one person says over and the other two say under, we're going to go with the under. And I will be keeping track of these. Shall we like to return to our predictions in the future? Okay. First team, Cleveland Cavaliers, over under 56.5 wins for Believeland.
Can I go first?
Sure. There's no rules.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. I think Cleveland, to me, I think they got better over the offseason. I'm counting Lonzo Ball as an upgrade. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I like him as a playmaking option. I've kind of obviously we talk about preseason not being like super important, but one thing I always look at is new players joining teams. He looked like he naturally fit. The pace of their offense looks a lot better to me. And I'm not sure if Darius Garland's still hurt. I don't know what his status is, but
he's gonna miss some time, right? Like for some months.
But I like Lonzo Ball in that lineup, and Evan Mobley. I think he's gonna have a great year again. So yeah. I think over. They didn't get worse, so
they definitely. I agree with you, Earl. I think they definitely didn't get worse, but I do think the league around them got a little bit better. Maybe not in the East. No, I guess if you just consider the East, then no. Yeah. Especially because of like certain health situations, but. When we talk about the East, we're only talking about maybe another two teams that are really in the upper echelon that are not there, and that's maybe the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the East is baby food. It just means they're a lot worse than the West. Yeah. let's just put it like that.
For that reason, I'm going over. Like they're probably the best team or the second best team in the East. I think they.
So for Cleveland, I want to say over, but at the same time, I feel like they're going to have a slower start in comparison to next season because of Darius Garland not being available for the first couple of weeks or so. I understand, but it's just a slow start. And I just think they fall like just under that. I don't think it's anything too crazy. I'm talking about one or two games, but probably just under that. Nothing too crazy like it just.
I'm gonna take the over. I think
I'm sticking over. Majority rules
week this year. There's so many. Like they get 2 to 3 games against Charlotte, Washington, Brooklyn, Toronto. Like they should win 57 games. I think they won 64 last year.
But they're over 64.
No,
56. Oh, then over. I'm sorry, I read that completely wrong. Then over, yes.
56.5 for them.
Then yes. I'm completely wrong. Yes, they would definitely get over 57 wins.
All right. Speaking of a team I just named, Toronto Raptors, over under 39.5. Last season they were 30-52. So can they improve by 10 wins to get the over this year? I don't think the Raptors got 10 wins better, so I'm going under. They got better with Ingram will make them better, but not 10 wins. That's too much.
I'm going
I think they'll have more.
I'm going over because I feel like Scotty Barnes was in and out the rotation with his injury problems. Wasn't Emmanuel quickly missing time too? I don't know about RJ Barrett.
A lot of time. So RJ Barrett was the only consistent one, which really rocketed him to get that first position in the points per game.
And then I like Grady Dick's improvement over the offseason as well. So I'm gonna go. I think with all those outliers, they can definitely scramble up 10 more wins. I think it's possible.
Okay. Omar, you're the tiebreaker.
Well, as Max just said, I am the tiebreaker, so I have to go over. I mean, it's kind of for the reasons that we listed prior to this video. It's not that the East is baby food, but they are weaker now because of certain teams that are in the way. And the Toronto Raptors, their only really stopgap or issue was the fact that they just, again, what just Earl just said, with Scotty kind of in and out of rotation, Emmanuel quickly not really being there. There's no steady PG. It was a little difficult for a little bit of time. So I really think I'm sorry?
Raptors over then.
Yeah, I really do think it's Raptors over. And I think for the same reason, I think RJ will take a step back. Emmanuel quickly fits right in that role, and Scotty Barnes probably takes that step to 25 points per game this year.
All right. We have 2 overs so far. I have a feeling this next one might also be an over. Atlanta Hawks over under 46.5. Last year, 40 wins. So
come on, bro.
7 wins. I say
I'm not going to give a long answer. Yes.
I'm also not giving a long answer. Yes. We've talked ad nauseum about how good an offseason they had. I believe yes.
Yeah. I do think so as well.
I've been watching all preseason. You see like key guys like Richard Shea had a good game. Like you can tell his defense, that was my biggest thing for him, has improved. You have Dyson Daniels isn't going to get worse. Nickeil Alexander-Walker looks good. And shout out to Luke Cornett. It's just something about those shooters, bro. Giving Trae Young.
Wait. Luke Cornett?
Man, I'm sorry. Not Luke Cornett.
Casual.
Oh, my bad. What's his name? What's the shooter's name?
Luke Kennard.
I mean, that's barely different.
You can't have a Hawks hat on and not know.
One's a power forward and one's a obvious center. I'll say that.
Either way, he's a great shooter, and he's gonna play good this season next to Trae Young. Give you young shooters, and we ball.
Yeah, I think that's the case too. By the way, just to make it clear.
Over under 37.5 wins for the Pacers. Last year they won 50 games.
Yeah.
We have 3 overs already. Keep that in mind. If we're going over on everyone, someone's got to lose games.
Ooh. I mean, are we really sticking by
under?
That?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, statistically, yeah.
I think they could be an over.
I think they could be an over too, because it's not. Look, I understand Tyrese Halliburton.
Everybody says, "Oh, we gotta take an under here sometime."
If Tyrese Halliburton is the only one out, and we're in a situation where it's Ben Mathurin and Pascal Siakam, I think they can win more than 37 games.
I don't think they'll be much over, but I think they could get to 38, 39, maybe 40. I think it'll be a close over, but I think it will be an over. So, are you also going over, Omar? Earl's going on.
I mean, Earl does have a point, but
don't listen to me. I was going off of the metrics that was presented to because we have a lot more teams to go over. I'm just saying somebody.
We only went over like 4 teams.
We went over 3
I'm saying we still have a lot more to go.
Yeah, no. Look,
everybody I'm gonna say be positive. The losses have to come somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whatever.
I'm okay.
I don't know if it's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from the Pacers this year. Let's just say that. Okay. I think they're just over that mark.
All right, let's do it then.
We'll stick over with the Pacers.
What's the next team?
Next team is the Boston Celtics. Over under 41.5 wins. Last year they won 61.
Under.
They're not dropping 20 wins. Or around that. I mean, see, this is where we go. This is where the problems come. Under 41 wins, really? Are we actually serious about that?
Yeah. I mean, 40 wins? Would 40 wins be a bad season for the Celtics?
Defense is an issue for them.
The Celtics. How is defense an issue for them?
Because okay, so where's their center? First of all, who is their starting center?
I don't know, but that doesn't just scream. We didn't have
Boucher. And then they have Jaylen Brown. They have Derek White.
Okay, you're not gonna stop from that. Browser, is he what he said?
Boucher. Boucher. Sorry. Regardless,
no.
Maybe even Xavier Tillman. You never know. But I feel like the first line of defense really comes in from that like front court positions. And while I understand that they have Derek White and Jaylen Brown, who are both very, very good in their defensive prowesses in both of their respects, I don't know if... How can I say this without sounding like...
I think I would go under here.
I'm going under, but it's not because
you guys are Knicks fans too, by the way. But
This is true.
Yeah, fuck the Celtics. No, I'm joking.
No, I'm just saying, like, I can tell.
There, we're not going under.
Take a loss somewhere. Just let it be known. I'm saying over. We got 2 under, so we'll take the under here. Let's go.
I think it's under.
All right. Celtics, we're going to go under. Washington Wizards, over under 20.5 wins. I'll take the under.
20
I don't. If they get to 20 wins, that would be a good season for them, but that doesn't put them at the over-under. Last year, they won 18 games, and they're arguably worse.
Man.
If no one on their team takes a step, they're not winning 20 games. If someone like Bilal takes a step, or Sarr takes a step, or like Trey Johnson is really good, they can get there. But if none of them take a significant step, they're under 20 wins.
Keyshawn looks good, though.
He does, but like, how big of a step does he need to get for them to hit that mark?
You're right. And Will Riley, he looks good too. But like, I agree. Like, I think I just don't know what the rotation looks like. I think they got too many like different young pieces, and I don't know what the rotations look like. Who do you play?
And their veterans are there, but are their veterans going to be playing much? Are they going to lean into their young guys? Like, we don't really know that.
Chris
CJ McCollum
Middleton
and CJ McCollum. Apparently, because he said that the Washington Wizards have been the best organizations he ever played for, the most organized.
He's just baiting, bro. He's just trying to get out of that team.
Is he, or has he just played for New Orleans and the Portland Trailblazers?
No, it's literally just because you have to be when you're in a dungeon. You got to act on high and mighty to get out, bro. You got to boost your trade value. Teammate. Let's just take the under. It just makes sense.
Under for Wizards. Philadelphia 76ers, over under 42.5 wins. Last year, 24 wins.
I heard something good today.
Better, but I think they're still an under.
I heard something good today, and I heard that Joel Embiid could be making his season debut today. That he was
There's
clear
10 wins right there.
I'm just saying, if Joel is healthy, they can hit that.
So you're going over?
I think if Joel is healthy.
What do you say? I heard something bad. Paul George isn't playing.
I mean, that's Paul George, but then I feel like the engine of that team is really Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid did it without Paul George, so I don't really feel like they need Paul George to win a couple games, especially if you have Tyrese Maxey, you have VJ Edgecombe, which seems to be a really, really good spark
which is also a rookie.
Of course,
he's gonna take a little bit of time.
I'm not a good.
McCain's still hurt. I don't know when he's playing. And then you go to your bench. What does the bench depth look like? Like we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Justin Edwards.
True, I like Edwards, but when that's the name,
Kyle Lowry.
Let's just.
Kyle Lowry is there for locker room vibes. I don't want to hear anything.
He's there to get paid. If somebody's paying me a check, I'm taking the job.
All I'm saying is, if Joel Embiid can find himself in a situation where he can play, healthy and be fully on the court, they can.
I'm just going over, bro. I already said Philly was gonna have a great season. Another hot take.
Wait, are you guys both going over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought that sounded like we were going under. Okay, I guess I totally disagree, but okay, Philly's gonna get at least 43 wins this year. All right, I guess getting Embiid and Quentin Grimes back is 19 wins, but I guess it's the East, so
it kind
of Embiid himself is like.
Close to 20. 10 wins, I'll give you that. But like the rest
closer to 20.
Miami Heat, 37.5 wins. They won exactly 37 last year. So basically, just are they going to be the same as last year?
No, they're going to be worse. Under.
You know what? Miami Heat team just is so annoying. Like they're just so equally mid. Let's be a play-in team. Let's be the best play-in team every year, and then let's give a first-round team a hard time, then eliminate it.
They're like the second Atlanta Hawks.
They got Precious Achua.
Under.
They have Precious Achua? I completely forgot about that.
Under, bro. That's like that Omar take.
30 wins because they're Miami.
That's like starting with the Omar take. Who's a better defender? Jokic. That's
right. I'll never live that down, by the way.
Orlando Magic, 51.5 wins. Last year, they were exactly 500 at 41-41.
So over.
Wait, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. Which team?
Orlando Magic. 51.5 over under. They won 41 games last year, so they need 11 wins to go over.
I think
over. Let's think about context too. You had that big period of time where Paulo missed games, and then Franz got hurt. He missed games. They never really had like those games. Well, they had a period of time where they both weren't playing together, and each one of them had to carry the team for a 7 minute time, which they still played good. And then you got Desmond Bane now. So I think that fixes a lot of their spacing problems. The only thing I don't like about that team is Wendell Carter. I think he's the worst starting center.
Why are we talking about Wendell Carter every episode?
You said Magic. I'm literally, what does he do? They put up the graphic on preseason. Career low, 22% from three, below average rebounding in his whole entire career last season. And the points were like bottom half of the me. I'm like, bro, who made this graphic? It's crazy. On the Magic Network, by the way.
Okay. I will counter and say I do think the Magic are going to be much improved. However, I think their target is 50 to 51 wins. 50 to 51 wins in the East is going to be like a 2 or 3 seed. Okay. I totally expect them to be towards the top of the East. But 52 wins, I feel like Bay makes them a lot better. He does.
What did they have last season?
T-Rex second 41. Shoot.
41. I think they're going to pick up 8, 9, maybe 10. 11 is a stretch for me. So I will go.
How many games did Paulo miss last season? Let me see.
That is true, and he did just sign an extension. Or not just, but he signed one this offseason.
Yeah, he only played 46 games last season, dude.
So if he plays 65 games and they win half those, that's 8, 9, 10 games. I think they're going to be right at 51.
Okay, then let's see how many games Franz missed.
I'm going under. Omar, if you go over, then, you're the tiebreaker.
I don't know, bro.
Again, I'm not saying they're going to they're going to be improved, for sure. And I think they're going to be a threat in the playoffs, but, I don't think 50 to 51 wins is unreasonable to expect for them. I think asking 52 and up is a little much.
Okay, because Franz played 60. Paulo played 46 games. Yeah, I have to imagine, if Paulo plays more, okay, let's just think about this. Remember, because we quickly forget what Paulo was doing to start the season was absolutely crazy. He was top 3-4 players in the NBA when he was playing before he got injured. Statistic-wise, I'm not just throwing out numbers. Statistic-wise, it's kind of I can't say that because Embiid was on that crazy streak in December. I can't compare anything to that. He was putting on 45 points.
Yeah,
again, that's crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm in between now. I
think it's so close. This is a hard one for me. This is a really hard one for me.
I might go over because if we're just strictly going off of injury base and you add 15 more games, I think they have a good chance to make it. But then you add in Bane. I think Bane's a whole different outlier too.
Yeah.
They struggle shooting 3-ball. And remember, Suggs got injured too. He got out for this season.
They had a lot of bad injuries, and they still won 41 games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue you.
It was a little weird situation with the Orlando Magic because it was one of those things where it was Paolo went out when Franz was out. And then Franz came back, Paolo went out, and then Jalen Suggs was fine. And then Jalen Suggs went out, and then it was Franz for a little bit. And then Franz went out, and then it was just Jalen Suggs for a bit. And then Jalen Suggs went out, and then it was Franz by himself for a little bit. And then Franz and Paolo, and then Suggs never came back after that injury.
So how are you breaking this tie?
I don't fucking know, man.
Come on, guys. We got too many teams.
Oh my god.
Either way, I think it's close, but
I think it's over. It's over, and I think we're gonna have more overs than unders in the East. In the East, I think it's just gonna be one of those things.
Well, what about the Milwaukee Bucks?
Under.
Their under is 43.5. Last year they won 48.
Yeah.
Under. And if they get past that, bro, then Giannis deserves MVP. Let's do it.
I kind of agree with that one, actually. If they get past
I'm fine with going under on the Bucks.
I feel we can speed run some of these ones that we don't really need.
People are not talking about how bad the Bucks are right now. Without Lillard, they got Miles Turner, but he's not moving the needle much for me. So
I forgot they had Miles Turner, to be completely honest with you.
All right. We're getting close to the end of the East here. We have the Detroit Pistons. Over under 46.5. Last year, 44 wins. So can they pick up 3 wins this year? I don't think the Pistons got much better in the offseason, but I think with how much worse the East is, I could see them just getting 3 more wins just on that and Cade Cunningham development. Right, I'm not even Cade development, Jaden Ivey development, because Cade's already developed really well.
I do like Jaden.
I don't think they're astronomically better, but in a weaker conference.
I don't know if you guys heard, Jaden Ivey just went out for another 4 weeks. He's going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, he just got
long season. I don't think that'll hamper them too much, but it is a blow. You want to get off the
I have to agree with Max. I don't think they got much better. I think they really stayed the same, but I think that was on purpose because I do think that team, regardless, I think that team still gets better by itself than it does building and
they have the young people
bringing more in.
But
they did bring more people in. Let's not forget that they brought some shooters in. They brought some people in to play.
They did bring Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert in. That helps. That helped their perimeter shooting. I mean, doesn't help their defense much, especially Duncan Robinson. But
isn't Schroeder there too?
No, Schroeder's in Sacramento.
Okay, my bad.
Oh my God, blunt rotation of.
He was there last year.
Westbrook and Schroeder. Wow,
that's a great.
Never mind. Sorry, we'll get to the West.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. But
I'm fine with over.
I don't know. I want to say over for the sake of Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham, but I also want to say under because what they have around him. Because it kind of gets shallow after Jalen Duren. Maybe Asar Thompson, it kind of gets shallow after that. Then maybe you have Marvin Bagley.
Tobias Harris was playing good on that Pistons team.
He was playing all right. He wasn't playing out of his mind. It's not like
he was playing good. He was playing like a good role player on that team. I think he fit well in the system.
Not really in the playoffs, but
yeah,
true.
He had his moments. I'll go over. What do y'all think? Over, under, Earl?
Under.
Break the tie.
By a slight margin.
Over. I don't see K regressing. Once you get a taste of what it feels like to be a winner, next season you want to go up higher. So I'm going over.
All right. Over under 27.5 wins for the Charlotte Hornets. Last year they had 19. I'm banging it.
And the only problem is
under.
I probably have to say, I mean, they don't stay healthy, bro. LaMelo Ball hasn't had a healthy season.
And their off-season addition.
Miller hasn't had a healthy season yet.
Spencer Dinwiddie, Mason Plumlee, and Colin Sexton. The
Spencer
only one
Dinwiddie is waived.
Colin Sexton.
Spencer Dinwiddie was waived.
Oh, he did?
He's a significant fly in a stockpile of 5 million flying around in the city.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's not good.
I know. It was just the first name he said. That's the reason why I said it.
No, that wasn't directed towards you. That was just my dislike of Spencer Dinwiddie on and off the court.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a douche. I don't like him.
Yeah, I think I'm just respectfully. There's times where you have to take the under. I would love to see them go over, but we'll see.
If they do go over, it's probably by one game. Maybe they get 20 wins. Maybe they get 21 wins. But it all really hinges on LaMelo Ball and the development of Brandon Miller and the rest of them. Because what they do got going on, it's nice, right? They seem like they got a really good, solid center now. Maybe Mark Williams. Mark Williams has to stay healthy. First
they all just have to stay healthy. That's just
Mark Williams has to stay healthy the most.
Mark Williams. What about Mark Williams?
He has to stay healthy. I think he's
on the
most important. I think he's the most important Charlotte Hornet.
He's on Phoenix. Stop being a
yeah, he's on the Suns, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, what? Am I saying the wrong name? Nick Richards? No, he's on the Suns too. What the hell? He was on the Suns too. What am I saying right now?
I'm sorry, Earl.
That guy Musa?
Yeah.
That's their only center? Never mind.
No, they're Ryan, whatever his name is, the guy they drafted is probably going to be their main center.
Oh, Kalkbrenner.
Hornets are under. Undisputed.
Under.
New York Knicks, over under 53.5 wins. Last year, 51 wins.
I'm going to have to take the under. Yeah, I just think the BBL Knicks, they have a lot of things to fix.
Like
starting with that defense. Mitchell Robinson, he's going to play 75 games this season. He's going to be absolutely spectacular for our two big lineup.
I think it's going to be good, but
I'm going over. I'm sorry. I don't care if I'm biased. Over.
I mean,
they won 51 last year. I don't think they're going to be worse. The East is worse. I think the Knicks can pick up 3 wins.
I think they built the bench out a lot more, and I think they're going to start giving their, bench players a lot more minutes. So I think we can even now probably get 2 more wins. I think we're hinging right on the fence, believe it or not. I think we either get the same. I think we either have the same record or we get 1 more win or 1 less win. I don't think it's one of those situations where we got better, or we got worse. We just built our bench a little bit. So I mean,
I don't see.
And then Malcolm Brogdon fucking retired, so that's amazing.
I would too. No, but all seriousness, yeah, I think
like he would
I
probably
don't see them getting worse. They'll probably just be around the same. So
yeah, I think like 52, 53. It wouldn't shock me if they hit 54, 55, but like they'll be in that range. So we'll go over, but I don't think any of us expect like crazy.
Nothing
like,
too crazy.
10 wins over or under. Like,
you could honestly probably put in there give or take one win. 53, give or take one win, because it's kind of like a situation.
We're not changing the lines, but
it'll probably be something like that.
All right, over. Fuck it, over.
Brooklyn Nets over under 20 and a half.
Under. The Brooklyn
Last year
Nets.
they won 26.
Now let's move on to the next team. No time on Brooklyn.
I'll take Nets under 10.
Nah, we'll just keep it at the line.
Let's give the guys a little more respect than that. Cam Thomas.
No respect. Under 10 wins. Chicago last East team is the Chicago Bulls. 32 and a half is their over under. Last year they won 39.
Under.
They won 39.
Under.
They're going down 9 games.
Or 7 wins?
I don't think it's because of anything in particular. I just think there's a lot of better teams in the East. I think what do you want me to say?
No, I'm just saying, but I don't. Okay, when we look at the numbers, bro, the team didn't get that bad over the summer where they're gonna lose out on 7 games.
I think Jay would disagree.
Compared to what it was,
I don't think they got. Did they even get better? Did they?
But I'm saying if they didn't get better, they didn't get worse.
They didn't.
So what justifies a -7?
The fact that they didn't even do anything to their roster. I feel like they didn't even attempt to adjust anything. I feel like they kind of stuck with, which is the right move, by the way. I'm not saying this is not the right move, to build around Matas and not really focus on winning. It's kind of a situation where
focus on winning.
I feel like some teams can really not be focused on that if they're like younger teams.
You know what? I'm gonna be a Bulls supporter for this segment right here.
Hey,
I really think that the Bulls have a decent roster. Like once again, I'll give the pre-notion. Obviously, preseason doesn't matter in the eyes of a lot of people. But what is
I would be one of them.
No, I know. I'm saying like I'm one of them too. But what I do look at is development. I think a lot of those guys on that team are playing a lot better. I don't know, bro. I just don't think that they got worse. If they didn't get worse, I can't justify dropping them off 7 games.
It's not that they got worse. It's just one of those things where everything else around them is a lot better.
What around them? The Bucks are better?
Yeah.
What around them is better?
Even if it's just Giannis, they are.
I'm saying the Bucks got better, though. What I'm saying, you're saying the Bucks got better?
Yeah, the Bucks. No. That's not what I'm saying. I did not say that. That's not what I said.
You just did. I just asked.
That's not what I said. You know, that's not what I said.
What do you mean? We're right here. There's no AI on the screen. What are we talking about?
I had a little. Okay.
Let's get better.
I thought you said yes. No. I'm saying no. They did not get better over the season. But what I am saying is,
hey, this is why I have to have a witness when I talk to Omar. By the way,
did you? Okay, Max, was that a genuine slip or was that like
I don't know if it was a slip. All I know is Earl asked you who got better.
Yeah, thank you. You guys that too.
I did not. Okay, then
maybe you misinterpreted.
You know, hey, you know what?
Then that's probably what happened because
Kanan, rewind it and clip it and send it to me. Thank you, Kanan. You're the best. There's a rewind feature, by the way.
I'll go under. No, I'll go under for the Bulls. It's the Bulls. I'm not banking on the Bulls doing well.
Because I know I already lost this one. Let it be known I have the Bulls going over.
Okay. My reason is, remember how we're talking about how everybody we kind of have to discuss how like some people will have to take the under in certain situations. I feel like
not in this one.
I feel like that's the Bulls. We do have a lot of overs.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Omar on that.
We have a lot of overs, and somebody's got to be the under.
They're going to be bad. I messed up somewhere along the way, so they have to be under. Okay.
Okay, can I ask you something, Earl?
The Bulls
who else except for Matas Buzelis are you genuinely excited for on the Bulls?
I was having Giddey.
Kobe White, Josh Giddey.
Patrick Williams.
No, I don't like him at all. I'm on the basketball court. I'm sorry. That's not a mean.
Well,
Vucevic. We're acting like, okay, I know Vucevic doesn't play any defense, but Vucevic is still a bucket. Let's not act like he's not. Go look at the stats. Let's not act like he's not. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying I'm not saying either or. Continue.
He also plays no defense, but he is a bucket.
No, for sure. That's what I said. He plays no defense. Okay, that's just like, look at this guy. Let's praise Karl Anthony Towns and look at Vucevic. Ooh, he's ugly. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Yo, they both ugly. They both ugly.
Let's move on to the Western Conference before we get canceled.
Yeah. What are we getting canceled over? Calling people ugly?
Calling people ugly. You know, I was using it as a metaphor, not literally.
Earl, don't back yourself out of a corner.
No, he put himself in a corner by calling them both ugly.
All
right, go ahead, Max.
You said they was pretty.
Max,
so I have to say they was ugly.
I never said that. Rewind it. Go ahead, Max.
Mavericks, 41.5 wins.
Under. Stop hyping that mid team up. I don't care. Under. Roll the clips.
Under 41. They won 39 games last year with no for most of the season. All those injuries.
They're not going to have to start the game. Cooper Flag, absolutely amazing. Premium player. Whatever. Cool. Anthony Davis somewhere along the line. Never mind. Let me chill. We ball.
I'm taking over.
He's got to be careful.
Omar, break this tie.
I'm going under.
The Mavericks. If they won 39 games last year with the worst injury luck in the NBA, they're gonna win 42 this year at least.
I think we have to be really careful about talking about the West in particular when we're talking about over.
I'm telling you,
I back the
because it's some dogs in the West now.
Yeah, I understand,
but it's also one of those things where the West is so competitive.
D'Lo's your point guard.
I think it's gonna be not but I think it's going to be Cooper Flag. It has been Cooper Flag for the past couple preseason games. I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Kidd did it again. I understand he's just experimenting, but it's probably going to happen again.
But
that's what
either way, even if you put him out there, you run all these bigs. I understand that. Like, Cooper Flag is very talented. I watched him. I'm a Duke fan. I watch him play. Mm-hmm. But never mind. Let's just.
I
don't want to get into Okay. I think
losing the plot. Just give your answer.
Max Christie, Gafford. That team is too good. And Jason Kidd's a very good coach. He's going to maximize that roster. If he maximized guys off the street last year at the end of the season to 39 wins, he can get this team to 42 wins. And if Kyrie comes back for the last 10 games, they're winning 8 or 9 of them. So I'm going over.
I think I'm gonna hit the over, but by a slight margin.
All right, that's fine. Good enough.
Over is over.
Oh yeah, over is over. It's either over or it's not.
You don't get points for slightly.
Over under 53.5 wins for the Denver Nuggets. Last year they won 50. So can they pick up 4 games? I believe so. Over for Denver.
They definitely got better.
I forgot Max is a Denver Glazer. I forgot about that.
I'm usually a Denver non-Glazer. I'm a Glazer now because they got better in the offseason.
You're a known Glazer. I got some files.
When did I glaze?
But for my answer here, I think I'll take the over respectfully. I think the team looks a lot more balanced. I like Valanciunas as a backup big. I also like
Jordan as a backup big. They're going from
that's what I'm saying. I like Cam Johnson as well. I think he's a better defender, obviously, than Michael Porter Jr. He can do the same exact thing, I feel like, scoring-wise.
They got
Bruce Brown's back. Even though I feel like he's a 10 on the metrics, he still fixed the team perfcately.
Listen, when he plays with Jokic, he looks like an all-star.
I mean, when you play with players,
Jokic makes everyone look like an all-star.
When you play with great players will make you look good. That's just what it is.
The story of Bruce Brown's career. Look what happened as soon as he left Jokic. Down the drain. Golden State
literally
over under 48.5 wins. I take the under for Golden State.
Wait. You said that a little fast. Can you say that one more time?
48.5 over under for Golden State. They won exactly 48 last year. So very similar to what they did last year. I will still take the under though.
I'm going to tell you.
I think this is where the Zach Western Conference hurts them.
I'm going to tell you why I'm taking the over.
If you start this with Al Horford, I'm leaving.
What? Me? No, I'm not starting this with Al Horford. I'm starting it with Jimmy Butler. Because when they let's not forget when they got there and Jimmy Butler got there, they started winning games. They started winning a lot of games.
They won a playoff series.
I feel like a whole season with Jimmy Butler will really give them a lot more wins. And Earl is sleeping over there. Yeah, we know.
He's sleeping because his team got out in the first round and he had to watch the Warriors go to the second round.
Yeah, I can understand that, but.
You're also going.
I think a full season.
I won a championship the last season.
What are we talking about?
I'm back.
Yeah.
So Omar, you're over.
Like,
you're over?
Still more than the Knicks.
I'm over.
Okay, Earl, you over or under?
What team? I'm under for the Warriors, by the way.
All right, I'm with it. I understand what you're saying, Omar.
It was just a whole glazing. It was a whole glazing.
I feel like a whole season of Jimmy Butler looks a little bit different for the Warriors than kind of half a season.
It probably will, but I'm also assuming that Curry and Draymond will surely have to regress a little bit. Curry will probably regress.
I can't wait for them to not play that overplayed player that they actually hate, where they had to pay because he got blackmailed, Jonathan Kuminga. And then when he doesn't play, you have an expensive player just sitting on the bench, and I want to get traded. Trade me now, and then it's a whole saga.
Team who just did a lot of trading was the Houston Rockets. They're over. Last year,
62?
52.
Oh, I was about to say, now let's relax.
No, I am relaxed. 52.5 over under for the Rockets. They won 52 last year. So basically, they do better than last year, straight up.
Over, easy. You're giving Kevin Durant a team with defense and young players.
That's an automatic over.
Win ball, easily.
Omar, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but anything.
And people who worry about Reed Shepherd should have watched the game. He's going to be
that starting point guard. I know
easily, that. Bro. I was watching preseason last night, and I was like, bro, this dude is tearing up the Hawks starters, minus Dyson Daniels, of course, the most important defending starter. But he was getting to it. He was looking comfortable, playmaking, shooting threes, and most importantly, he gained muscle. He looked bigger, and that defense was amazing. I seen him play in a span of 1 minute. He got a 3, a steal, and a layup. Like, he's balling. I like it.
Okay. I didn't even Pacers. Los Angeles Clippers over under 49.5 wins, or should we say over under 49 million paid to Kawhi Leonard under the table? 49 million over the table or under the table?
I really think it's going to be under, and it's not going to be to any fault of the players. I think I think this Kawhi Leonard thing is going to be like a dark cloud following the Clippers.
I actually agree with Omar. Before this whole Kawhi Leonard shenanigans kicked off, I would have probably been over, but now I think this is too much of a distraction, and they're in the
That makes no sense, bro. They don't care. You think anybody on that team cares that Kawhi Leonard stole money?
There's going to be so much drama. That's going to be all.
And on top of that, there's stuff been leaking out saying that they think he's a toxic player.
It doesn't matter, bro. Nobody thinks Kawhi is a toxic player. The thing, these leagues, whatever, not real. What is real is, you think they care? They're probably like, hey, man, you got to put me on. How do I get it?
In the media, yes, it's going to be all that is talked about or they're asked about.
They asked him one time so far. That's it. One time. You think the team cares about that? The team's probably like, hey, Kawhi, hit me up on one of those under the table contract deals. How you get that done?
I don't think your agent. I don't think you're allowed to ask much when it's under an investigation, which it is.
You are allowed to ask. They asked
not too much. You have to fall within a certain guideline. You can't go crazy and ask him like.
Guidelines. Sit. Because
what's going to happen? Is Kawhi
man, you know the NBA. They got stupid rules. You're looking at me like I made them.
I'm just saying, reporters have always followed guidelines, asking questions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
That's what I'm saying.
Are they going to
if I'm lying, I'm flying.
That could happen.
What I'm saying is, the reason why I might say under is because I just don't know how all these pieces fit together. Individually, I think they made a lot of decent upgrades. Like the idea of Bradley Beal coming off the bench and being a scoring option to replace Norman Powell, that moves me a little bit along with Chris Paul. Nice lob passer. You got John Collins, athletic guy who can go up there and catch something, especially with James Harden pick and roll. People forget James Harden used to feed bigs. He made Capella look like an all-star. Same way. I mean, I'm just saying, like, giving these guys these type of weapons.
Season too.
Yeah, I'm saying, Zubac. Like, just in general. Yeah, and Zubac. Yeah, exactly. I think I have to take the over, and I'm a Lakers fan.
All right, I'm under. Omar?
Under.
All right.
And
I knew
think
Kawhi Leonard was not going to be suspended, and then he's going to play all 8.
No way. He's not going to get suspended. If he's going to get suspended, they would already done it.
That's not necessarily true.
That's not necessarily true.
Los Angeles Lakers over under 46.5. I feel like that's
come on, bro. That's over. Easy.
I feel like that's an easy over.
What are we talking about? What Luka was doing that with the little bomb squad? What are we talking about?
You called them the little bomb squad?
Bums BUM. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We're not moving like that. My bad. That's not what I'm saying, chat.
Yes, you are.
Over 46.5. I feel like that's going to be money. Unless they have the worst. Unless the Lakers have the worst injury luck of all time. And
now, if Luka gets hurt, then it's like boom. If LeBron's out for season, boom. Then we can have a different conversation. But I'm confident that Luka and Reeves can hang around with me until LeBron comes back in a couple weeks. So I'm good with that.
Okay, I don't know if they're hanging around with you, but that's a different story. Memphis Grizzlies 39.5 wins. Last year they ended with 48, so they would have to get significantly worse record-wise.
Under.
I'm fine with
under.
I'm fine with under.
Ja Morant isn't a superstar. Superstars play games. Sorry. Don't clear me, Ja. I'm just playing around, bro.
If they didn't lose Desmond Bane, this is a different story. I think it's a different story if they don't lose Desmond Bane.
Isn't Jaren Jackson still hurt too? He signed that contract and then, my leg hurts. Surgery. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. Okay, I sound crazy. I'm going under regardless, but I don't know. A lot of good can happen. I want to see what Jalen Wells is like this season. I want to see what that I forgot what the player's name that they drafted this year. He's a good combo guard. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Cedric Coward. He's a good combo guard. He has the potential, but then again, we talk about.
Or is he? Yeah,
they got a lot.
I could be trolling.
Wait, Cedric Coward. I was gonna say, isn't he on Washington?
Oh no, he's definitely not on Washington.
What?
Am I bugging?
Yes, you are.
Memphis has a lot of combo wings / guards. They got Ty Jerome, but he's not Desmond Bane. Jalen Wells is probably not going to be Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
The jaw injury concerns are always there, and now there's injury concerns with Jaren Jackson Jr.
We got KCP though.
Yeah, under. Under 39.
Right. What's the next team?
Next team is the Minnesota Timberwolves over under 49.5 games.
Over.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just Anthony Edwards. He's just one of the ones, bro. I can't explain it.
All right, so we have Anthony Edwards glaze for the over. I mean, 49.5 is not that much.
For explanation, it's Anthony Edwards in all caps.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay, well, I don't have to type Anthony Edwards, but I am typing Grizzlies at over, was it 49.5? Yeah, over 49.5.
No, not Grizzlies.
Sorry, T-Wolves. T-Wolves are, yes, T-Wolves. No.
Well, hey.
Good catch. New Orleans Pelicans, the cursed franchise, over under 31.5 wins for the Pelicans, who ended last year with a whopping 21.
Man, I'm sick of giving every year we do these little rankings and stuff. We always give them some type of grace, bro. And I promise you, the one year
I'm done with it.
But I'm saying this is gonna be the year where we don't do it, and then they're going to actually play games.
50 games.
And guess what? I'm still going under.
I'm going over whatever. Let it be known. I'm falling for debate. I've seen how Trey Murphy and Zion's connection is building overall in the preseason.
It looks good. I need a little more, bro. I need a little more. I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it. I like it.
Jeremiah Fears. He looks
nice
kind of decent.
Like Jeremiah Fears is not 10 wins in the NBA. Not at this point in his career.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like off the bench, like as a non-pressure situation, like Jordan Poole looks good too. So having like another scoring option coming off the bench, the second unit. Not saying that's a difference in all this. I think the veteran presence there just works if Zion can stay healthy. If Zion stays healthy.
Back?
It's the same.
Yeah. I forgot that. I forgot that Murray.
Is he back?
He should be. I know he's not going to play preseason.
I don't know if he's back or not. I think he should be back soon though.
I think that Jordan Poole, DeJounte Murray backcourt is going to be. Work. Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting.
You know why? Because Jordan Poole should go back to being shooting guard like he was off the bench when he was playing for Curry and Clay.
But they're going to start him at point guard and play Murray.
No. No, they're not. If they have Murray is going to start at the 1 and Poole's going to be at the 2.
They're going to start Herb Jones at the 3 and
They're going to need a defensive 2-guard if they want to pull off this lineup with.
I'm saying if you're starting both of them, why there's no world where you start Poole over Murray.
No,
is that what you're saying?
Both. You start them both, and then Herb Jones comes off your bench.
Okay, but I'm saying in that situation, Murray will be the point guard, Poole will be the 2.
But I think Poole should just be coming off the bench, period.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, we can. I'm cool with that in general.
That's not what's going to happen. They're going to start him, and they're going to realize it's not going to work.
But either way, it will work. People forget what y'all. People are remembering the Washington Wizards Jordan Poole, bro. Like where they changed him into being a point guard. That's not what he is. They didn't
change him to do anything.
Yes, they did.
They literally said, "Go do whatever the fuck you want, Jordan."
No, I'm saying they put him. They expected him to be the point guard, and that's not what he is. Yeah. He's never been that. No disrespect.
They put the ball in his hands. They just put the ball in his hands. I know what you're saying. So,
all right, let's move on to a more relevant team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over under 63.5 wins. I think that's the highest over under we're going to have today. 63.
I think they hit 63 and call it.
So you're going under?
I think I'm going under. I think they hit 63 and that's it.
Was it 2 years in a row first seed?
Last year they won 68 games.
Oh yeah, over.
Have to be worse, but again, I don't.
Over. Like, what are we talking about?
Maybe they
What are we talking about? Why are we wasting time on this? Over. Why are we thinking so hard?
Yeah, you're right. It's probably gonna be over.
Why are we thinking so hard? Let's not make this difficult.
I didn't win. I
told you last season, Max. Remember when I told you last season? I said, in order for me to believe this, they got to do it again. They did it again, so I'm no longer going to be downing them.
Okay. That was just Legion of Hoops. This just came out as of 3 minutes ago. Mac McClung has been waived by the Chicago Bulls just 3 hours after signing him.
It's probably so he can play for their G League team, whatever. You have to sign the player or something like that to get the rights, and then they can play for the team.
Yeah, they got that 3-hour contract. Well, Mac McClung, 4-time.
Got that 3-hour contract.
All right, we're going over Thunder. Next team, Phoenix Suns, over under 30.5 wins. I could actually see Phoenix getting 32 wins this year.
No, I can't.
I don't mind an over. You don't have to push me that hard to say under, but I also don't mind over. I'm kind of neutral here. I
see Devin Booker, and I'm like, okay, he's very good, right? And then we're gonna sign up for the pass for a second, and then I see Jalen Green, and I'm like, huh. This is gonna be. I don't think he's bad. I think the combination of him and Devin Booker is gonna be fucky at best.
I'm going in a totally different. I'm going over. I think they'll get way more wins than that. Honestly, I think Devin Booker, to me, he's shown me in his career he has the ability to adapt, and I'll use like the example.
It's not about Devin Booker. It's not about Devin Booker.
What I'm saying is, in my thought process, I believe Devin Booker is going to be the point guard this season.
100%.
In my headspace. And I don't think the roster is bad. Dylan Brooks, I know he gets a lot of meetings potentials. Yes, I'm saying, like, I think they have a decent roster. I think 30 wins is manageable.
So they have hold on. They also have Nick Richards. They have the Charlotte Hornets.
The worst center.
I know. Trust me. I
know.
Kamal Malawach was there. I was going to bring him up. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
I said because the reason why I brought them up was to bring up Kamal Malawach because he looks good in the preseason. So do you even dare like think about even like not starting him, but like giving him minutes?
You start with Mark Williams. Once he gets injured, you play Malawach.
And then Nick Richards becomes your backup.
I'm just saying, like, I think the math there is easy. Like, I think for the first time in a long time, they have a really good big rotation.
That happened.
Can I say they
Aiden?
But this center rotation already existed on another team where they both ended up injured.
But that's where Malawach comes in.
That's where Malawach comes in. That's why I said it's a great rotation.
Yo, Earl, whenever you say Malawach, it sounds like you're saying Mollywop.
No, well, that's not what I'm saying, but
I know. It's just throwing me off.
I'm going over. Earl, you going over? I'm not hammering the over, but like I could see it. I think 31 wins is achievable for the Suns.
It's not that.
Ryan Dunn is.
I think people are gonna remember. They're gonna be quickly reminded of who Devin Booker is and what happens.
It's not about Devin Booker. It's about. I promise you, for me, it's not about Devin Booker because I know what Devin Booker
doesn't have a team around him.
Yeah. He has a team around him, bro. He has a better team than what people are making out to see. It's not like he's out there.
Better than what he had before. Better than Kevin Durant and better than what he had Chris Paul.
To be, it's not a bad team. Like, yes, you lost
better
Kevin
than
Durant.
The team that they went to the finals with.
Obviously not. But I'm saying, in general, you're asking dumb question. I'm saying this team is good enough to win 30 games.
Maybe that dumb question was on purpose.
The Wizards. This is the Wizards, bro.
Here's what I know Caden's gonna like. Portland Trailblazers over under 35.5 wins.
And that's kind of high, 35.
Yeah. People have high expectations for Portland now. I think people are sipping the Denny Avdia Kool-Aid. They're sipping the Scoot. Y'all know how I feel about Scoot Henderson, but
look, I understand Denny Avdia is
sipping the Jan Hansen Kool-Aid, which I am too because he's on my fantasy team. Yeah. But I'm fine with the under for Portland.
Yeah, I'm cool with the under here, and I think it's okay. Like I don't think it is okay. I think anything they do this year is absolute bonus. Especially because next year, I mean, obviously, he is coming off of like a major Achilles injury, but you do have Dame coming back next year. I think that makes the team next year. A little bit better. And then obviously you have the draft and stuff like that. You'll have free agency options. Cool. So I think this year is like, y'all go out there, let's go develop this core and see how they do and see what happens. I don't think there's any pressure for this team. If they win, if they go over, cool for them. But I'll take the under here. I think it's a fair under.
I agree. This one might be quick. Sacramento Kings over under.
Under.
Worst team in the NBA. Worse than the Wizards.
That won't happen, but like
under 10. No, I'm just playing. Let me chill.
That's again. Any team with Sabonis is winning at least 15 to 20 games. I'll say.
Yeah, no, I'm just trolling it. It's just
like Sabonis is him, but without Fox, a year older DeRozan, LaVine will be good. I think people sleep on LaVine. LaVine's gonna have a very good year. This is where I'm kind of like Omar, where I'm like, it's not about Sabonis and it's not about LaVine, but it's about the blunt rotation of Sabonis and Westbrook, or not Sabonis, of Schroeder and Westbrook.
Kings will win the championship
with Keegan Murray.
How do we just spawn a Kings?
What did they pay Keegan Murray? 5 years, 140.
Dark horse.
That's a nightmare blunt rotation.
That horse is so dark that it's not seen. I'll tell you that.
I thought you were going in.
No, I'm just saying, like,
San Antonio Spurs over under 43.5 wins.
Over.
I'm going under.
Over.
I got Wemby fatigue. I'm going under.
That's crazy. I don't have Wemby fatigue. I think the league will be amazingly shocked.
Yeah, I've been saying that I'm shocked. I see what he's doing. I see it. I do, but everybody, like, I respect it. I like Wemby a lot. I think he's going to be a great player for a long time. But we talked about this before. Show me. I can't put you in these conversations till you show me. Win. Then next year I'll be like, okay, yeah, you know what? Boom. I'll give you the same thing I was saying about OKC. You show me, you go out there and win, you do it consistently, then we ball.
I have to acknowledge the chat because what the fuck is this supposed to mean to me? If you guys are just tuning in and just listening to this, the tweet is from Clutch Coins. The Kings are a feasible small ball 5 with four All-Stars and a World Cup and Euro League MVP champion. Dennis,
and Blazers fan.
Three, and we're saying and the
51 season loading.
Oh man,
I'm not doing that. But I hope you have fun watching your team for sure.
I hope he has fun sipping the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I mean, you still be every day, so.
I think this is the last team. I'll double check after this. But if this is the last team, we're ending with a bang. Utah Jazz over under 19.5 wins for the Utah Jazz.
Man,
I have no clue what to say here. The Jazz could win like 30 games. They could win 10. Yeah. They have such a wide range of what could happen because they're a similar thing with the Wizards where they have so many young players. Like if 2 or 3 of them take significant strides, they're gonna win games. They're not gonna be awful. But if none of them take a stride this year, they could legitimately be the worst team in the NBA again. So
you might be cooking with the Wizards analogy. Because I feel like they have so much great young talent. But how do you put it together? Yeah, how do you put it together? Like, you have so many people emerging, obviously, what do you do with a Kyle Filipowski who had such a great summer league and stuff like that? But you still have Walker Kessler and you still have Lauri Markkanen.
What do you do with Cody Williams? And they spent the lottery pick on Cody Williams.
True. Yeah.
What did they do with it? Taylor Hendricks didn't play at all last year. What does he look like?
So you're right. Yeah, injured.
Come back and average 13 points a game and be a good wing defender. Okay,
he can look good defensively too.
He can also come back and average 6 points a game.
As much as I hate to say this, because I like the Utah Jazz, but I hate who's running them, and that man is Danny Ainge. I hate him with a passion, and we all have our stories of Danny Ainge. We all have our reasons for not liking Danny Ainge. We can move on from that part.
He helped me get Luka. I love him.
He did not do that with intention. I'll say that.
But he does what was best for Danny Ainge.
Big fan of his
work. But what I'll say about Danny Ainge is he's arguably the smartest man in basketball.
I think it's Sam Presti now. I think he's lost that.
It's between him and Sam Presti, I have to say, because we're talking about.
My money's on Sam, but I hear you.
We're talking about the man that built the current Celtics because he was moved out and Brad Stevens was put into place, and then he left and went to Utah.
He said, "I want to."
And then Oklahoma City, which is the only team right now that could, when healthy, could possibly be on track with them. So, when I look at that. And when I look at the trade with Brooklyn and I see how he flipped Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce for all those picks to get those players, and I see everything that happened with the Brooklyn Nets, and I saw everything that happened with the Celtics, and I'm like, damn, this man literally just flipped-flopped futures with the Brooklyn Nets and made it the Boston Celtics. So I see this because this is why Danny Ainge was going on, and people were saying, oh my God, he's trying to rob everybody, every single team, he's trying to rob them. Donovan Mitchell's costing this much. Rudy Gobert is costing 5 to 8 first-round picks. Mitchell's costing even more. This, that, and the third. It was to do this. It was to do this.
So you're buying.
That's what I'm getting to. It was.
What is that? Who is the player, though, that it equaled out to so far?
I think it's going to be Lauri Markkanen. I think the plan is to build around Lauri. I think the plan is to just give him a little more time with these players and see what happens.
Lauri isn't a Jaylen Brown.
That's the only course of action that could possibly be taken, because it's not like they went on a tangent and went boop 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 and picked all these players just from picks. No,
but I'm saying,
they took their time and they built it year by year.
If you explain it like that, when you put them side by side like that, no player has equaled out to that formula just yet. I'm not saying he's done. Obviously, I'm sure he still has picks in the books or whatever. But until I see that one or two players that's oh, these guys are franchise shifting, which it could be Ace Bailey.
Yeah,
it could be Ace, because I've seen how he's been moving 2 20+ point games in preseason. That's impressive to me. It could be Ace. Maybe this is just a year too early talk. Maybe that's the guy I'm thinking about when I'm talking about okay, where's the guy that you everything was because of this. You're good. Where's the guy? Everything trading Donovan Mitchell, who I think he made the playoffs every single season that he was been in the league. The Rudy Gobert, your franchise defender, equals out to this guy, which I don't know.
They might have them right now. We just don't know.
True. Facts. You're right. Walter Clayton, maybe he becomes the next big shoot. I don't know. I don't know how he looks in the NBA. How he looks 2-3 years from now. Is he still on the roster? I don't know.
Or are you going, it's 19 and a half.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that many games. I think we take this risk. Let's go. Whatever. 20 games. I mean, you can look. The Jazz snuck us on 2 wins last season, just randomly. I feel like.
But they won 17 last year. Is this team better than last year's team? Basically.
Low key, yes.
But the West is also better.
You're right. The West is better, but maybe
can we bank on them sneaking 2 wins against the Lakers this year again, or at least even one?
I don't know, man. Luka.
I'm not super way. I'm okay with the under 18 or. The thing is, are they going to try and win? They're not in a position where they really even need to try to win. I feel like Portland is going to try to win games this year. I feel like they're confident enough now in their direction to where they're like, we don't need to be in the lottery another year. We're going to try and make a play and push. I think the Jazz are still a year behind that. I don't think the Jazz have any incentive to go win right now.
You know, I think I might go the opposite, man. I think you got vets on this team who want to win. Like Laurie.
Who are the vets? Patty Mills?
No, I'm talking about I consider Laurie a vet.
I mean, yeah, I guess at this point he's a vet.
And then Walker Kessler, I know he's still young, but I mean, he's one of the best defensive players in the league as far as the center position. And it's like, at what point do you sit back and be like, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play this tankathon game anymore. Like, I want to go out there, play good basketball, and actually have my games matter. You know what I mean?
Are we still on the Utah Jazz?
For them. I don't think that's this year. So I'm under. Earl is over. Omar, what do you think?
Okay.
Over. It's only
so what was the number? What was the number again?
19 and a half. Over. They won 17 last year.
Over.
All right. We're going to end it off with the Utah Jazz over. That's what we got.
No, I think the thing with I'm sorry because I had to go. Something happened, but
you're good. You're good.
I just wanted to say, for what it's worth, the Utah Jazz are in the right direction, and I know Lauri Markkanen isn't this all-out standout star player at this time, but I do feel like with a little more time with the squad, with a little more time with just getting used to everything, I really do feel like this could be a squad to be feared. But it just has to develop. Walker Kessler has to get better on defense. We want to see more of Isaiah Collier. We want to see more of a lot of these players. So I think there's a pathway.
You had me until you said Walker Kessler has to get better at defense. That's the only thing he does.
I know. What I'm trying to say is get on.
You should have said he has to become a better offensive player, bro.
Okay, that's true. But what I meant. Okay, let me clear this up. Walker Kessler needs to not step it up, but he needs to take that step up to being like a defensive player of the year candidate. Because were you guys considering him last year as a defensive player of the year candidate?
I think that is a fair ceiling for him. I mean,
I think that is a fair ceiling for him too.
It's be hard for anyone other than Wemby to do it, but like he could make if he could get to that Evan Mobley level. But at the
same time, we gotta realize that it is partially a team reward too, as we know.
Yeah. It is, no, 100%, more than partially. It is.
He averaged 2.4 blocks a game last season, which is pretty impressive. Averaged a double-double.
All right.
11 and 12.2 rebounds. So, not bad. I think he needs to take that 15-plus points per game jump. And then
that would be nice.
That should be his goal.
That was
I think he can do that easy.
We ended up with 17 overs and 13 unders. So fairly even.
Okay.
17. We're a little optimists. We're optimists here at the BTB show. There's nothing wrong with that. But
we could have actually went with another tank in that.
Don't put the Raptors at 40 wins. Crazy.
I think when we look back at everything,
so much worse. -8 games.
I think when we look back at everything this year, I think there will only be a few and select teams that are kind of like taking a major step back. I do think one of them is the Bulls.
One of them is going to be the Knicks. People are going to realize, like, the Knicks was just a fluke last season.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got for this episode of the BTB show. Thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below which one of our predictions you think was most spot on for over-under, or which one you think was the most outlandish take, because I'm sure we will look back on this year and there will be some outlandish stuff in here. But we embrace that here on the BTB show. Please do check out all the content. We're trying to up our posting schedule now that we're into the NBA season. We're going to be doing a lot on TikTok and on the YouTube Shorts. So you guys could support that in addition to the regular podcast. Obviously, the podcast is going nowhere. 2-minute drill is going nowhere. Just a little bit extra bonus content for y'all. So please do check that out. I hate both of you. That's Earl. That's Omar. Hope everyone has a great week. Basketball, by the time we do our next podcast, the season will have started. I think, right? Yeah, this is our last technical.
And we will be 1-0.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the start of the NBA season.
Peace.